Hi, it's Sanne Otilia Philipson. I have the blog sanneotilia.dk, the webpage intuitivementor.dk. Please bear with my English. I want to live in America, but until that's possible, just bear with my pronouncements, please. Today it's Monday the 7th of October, and this is the video forecast for October 2013. Every month I do these video horoscopes. Why? Because I can, because I love it. And I do it because every day I pick up information from above. Whenever the weather changes, when the planets are shifting, I get it all. But I am not influenced of it because I have the ability to rise above it, and that's what I teach my members of my membership groups. I'm sorry, I need to cough. I'm sorry. But I love doing this. I love it. I love sharing what I know, and I have several membership groups. Let me know if you want one in English, and I'll find someone to translate it for me. But again, back to October 2013, and I would appreciate it if you would share my videos with others so that I can get the opportunity to get to America and live or have clients. Yay! That's one of my dreams, to live in America. Well, I have my notes just here. Otherwise, I can just chit chat 20 minutes away. The main subject, the main thing to remind you about when it comes to October is appreciation. 2013 has been a very interesting year, filled with enlightenments, being in progress, being more and more aware. And we cannot become more and more aware if we don't have these wake-up calls. And I hate them sometimes, but we all get them. We're all here on Mother Earth to develop ourselves as a human being, to let go of how life used to be in the previous lives. The masculine regime is over. We're in the middle of the feminine era. And is that just for female or for the women? No. The feminine era is about living from within our hearts, becoming and being who we are rather than being who we think we are. I used to be in the army for 10 years and boxing on the national team. I was in the gladiators and got very hurt, and I ended up in a wheelchair because I was the Sanne. Sanne, that's my name, Sanne Otilia. I was the person that I thought I was, rather than being who I am and are today. October is about letting go, but still having our main focus. If you see my video from September and August, it's all about focus, hands on the wheel, and just focus. But now we're getting better at maintaining our focus. But now the focus needs to be loosened, so we're not so uptight. So get more laid back and enjoy the ride. But again, focus on your hands so you don't turn and lose focus, because the steering wheel in your car represents you. Your inner little self is sitting at the seat next to you, but he or she is not sitting. That means your feelings is not who you are. They're just a little fragment of who you are. October month, the month of October is also a month of letting go of the control and planning ahead and living this very controlled masculine life. Life is about letting go. Enjoy the ride while you're going out for a run. Sometimes when I'm running, which I shouldn't be capable of because I used to be in a wheelchair, but sometimes when I'm running, I'm focused on my legs, on my pelvis and my body and my breathing, and it gets so exhausting. But if I just lift my chin, raise my back and just enjoy the ride, still having my hands on the steering wheel, which means having a little being focused on my core, on my pelvis, but still lift my chin and just enjoy the nature, enjoy the ride and the run I'm going for. It becomes so much easier and I get so more energized rather than when I'm running like this or driving like this. So just loosen up. The month of October is all about loosening up, letting go, enjoying the ride and appreciation. I wrote here that October is also a month of enlightenment and awakening. The frequency of Mother Earth keeps rising. You and I are standing above, on top of, how do you say that? We're just standing and living on Mother Earth, but she constantly moves her frequency and becomes more and more light, awakened. Not like, it's not that you have to fear, how do you say that? When the lava keeps coming? I hope you get what I'm talking about. But the frequency of Mother Earth keeps on rising. So you and I have to keep up with her, which means to let go of all the anger, control, being a survivor, being a mental person. We're all supposed to become a heart person. And that means being and accepting that we're a vulnerable, how can I say that? Vulnerable? I apologize. That we are a sensitive and vulnerable person, rather than running away from that vulnerability within ourselves. That's American. In order to achieve a perfect future, in order to have a great tomorrow, we have to appreciate where we are in this moment. Now I'm speaking in American rather than English. I'm sorry. So in order to get into the year 2014, we need to appreciate where we have been. October is kind of like we only have about 3 months left until it's the 1st of January 2014. And it is about time now to see where we have been going and okay, that happened and that happened, yeah. Well, that happened, but that was good too. For instance, I would love to attract my own new family because I don't have a family. And I was frustrated and I cried because I didn't know how to get or attract a perfect, not perfect, but a harmonic family in this now. And I realized that I had forgotten to appreciate the childhood that I did have, even though that it was very violent and abusive, sorry. But we also had memorable, nice, loving hours, the family and I, that I used to have. So in order to achieve a healthy, balanced relationship or future or job or new apartment or a lovely journey outside your country, we need to appreciate where we have been. I would love to be on a stage and speak out loud about my passion, but then I have to appreciate the little speeches that I have been doing with not more than 30 persons. We have to appreciate where we have been so that we can heighten the vibration for what comes ahead. I have also written here in my notes, the leaves are falling from the trees in October, as well as your yours and my old masculine layers. We're letting go of what was, and now we have to accept what is. And that is that we have to accept, and you and I do that every spring, fall, that every fall the leaves falls from the trees. We just accept that. But we do not accept changes. You can't see it, but my hands are here. And that is something we have to do, because Mother Earth, she's constantly progressing and developing. The universe is expanding, and you and I have to keep up with it. And the more we take the control and get laid back, or really get into the warrior mood, it gets weak. When we put our inner mindset on the warrior masculine power frequency or vibration, that's what we will attract. But if we just stay focused within ourselves and appreciate where we were and where we are, everything becomes so much more easy. So again, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to resume what I've been telling. October is about enlightenment and awakening, which means we're also cleansing at a spiritual, a body, and a mental level. It's kind of like a Diaz show. Is that the right word in English or American? You know the Diaz show, when the pictures keep changing, one picture. That is happening at this moment, but it's constantly happening, because sometimes we attract a situation that reminds us of something that happened in the past. So rather than just ignoring it, no, we have to take that one up here and have a look at it. Why did that happen? What did I learn from that thing that happened maybe 10 or 3 or 13 or 40 years ago? Because we will keep attracting difficulties, challenges, because we haven't dealt with the challenges from our past. So if your past is all messed up, it's very, very hard to find the balance in this moment. I wrote again here that October is all about appreciation. Appreciate yourself every day. Rhonda Byrne, the beautiful angel, has written 3 books that I'm aware of: The Secret, The Magic, and The Power. Which one is I'm reading? I believe I'm reading The Magic, which is about appreciation, which is all about out loud say to yourself what you are grateful for. And it's so important that you're grateful for yourself. If your gratitude about who you are is this big, but your gratitude for other people and life is this big, life will only give you this little to be gratitude for, because how you feel about yourself is what life gives you. So if you just give yourself 30% of appreciation, or maybe it's just only 3%, is it? That's what life will give you. So as your inner appreciation for who you are, for what you're capable of, is getting bigger, life will give you more to be appreciated about. If we do not appreciate where we were, we will not have anything to appreciate for where we're going. So please, not for my sake, but for your own sake, give yourself the best gift you can ever give yourself: appreciation. Appreciation for and about who you are and where you've been. I'm going to channel a little and see what comes for the October intuitive horoscope. Channeling is about me just looking away from the screen and seeing what comes from above. For many people, it's all about acceptance. It's very hard to accept what happened because it didn't happen the way you planned. But if you plan like this is, if you plan like this is what life is going to be about, you're not going to develop as a human being. If you have made this perfectly planned, which is masculine, a masculine way of living life, life will give you this. Life will confuse you. No person can develop themselves as a human being if they don't let go of control, power, dominance, masculinity, and living life from your head and above. Life is about accepting. Life is about letting go. Life is about going with the flow rather than going against it. So if you come down here to Mother Earth and you say to yourself, this is what life is going to be about, you're kind of like in a kayak or in a boat going upstream, and that's rough. Trust me, I tried that when I was a child. And I've even tried it from when I was 0 years up until my 28th. And now I'm 20. On this Wednesday, I'm turning 37. But for about 33 or 34 years, I've been a fighter, a warrior, going up against the stream. And I told myself that I'm this strong. I was the Sanne that I thought I was. I entered Mother Earth believing that I was supposed to be a boy, a warrior. I was in the Danish army for 10 years, but I ended up in a wheelchair. Because I had to become the female, very sensitive and vulnerable person that I am. So turn your kayak or your boat around, set some goals, not goals like what's on the map that I just draw, but goals kind of like, I would like to become a more self-centered, a more aware person. I would like to get a new job. So you can write down your goals, but you also have to let go of them rather than chasing them. If you chase your goals, you're going upstream on your boat or in your kayak, sailing upwards, and that's rough. So just rather turn the boat around and enjoy the ride, enjoy the life while you can, while you're here. We do not know if the world ends or goes down tomorrow. I know it will one day, many of us know that, but I'm not afraid of it because I'm here on Mother Earth to enjoy the ride, to get to know other great, fantastic people, to share the message that I have, the message about love and gratitude and appreciation. And that will be my final word for today. I hope to see you on Facebook. My name is Sanne Otilia Philipson. I do give channelings and what's that called? Channelings and sessions in English. When you speak English, my English becomes better. Or if you have a job for me in the States, yay, I'm coming. I'm gonna say goodbye now. Take care and thank you so much for listening. I will appreciate it if you would share the video with others you might know, because I heal with my presence. And why will I do that? I've been healing my surroundings all life until I realized that I did it, so that I learned how to take care of myself. Most of my clients, no, all of them, all of my beautiful, amazing clients are very sensitive persons. And it's fantastic to be like this because I feel life, I see it, I smell it, I live it, rather than thinking that I do live it with everything planned down from A to O for October. Bye, take care, and thank you so much for listening.